Alright everybody, these are my pickups from the National this year in Cleveland, and we're going to start off with the 1956 Dave Pope card 154. And Dave Pope had a lot of promising power. In fact, he led the American Association with a 352 average in 1952. And this is the back of that card. Next, we have shot heard around the world, Bobby Thompson, New York Giants 9th inning home run that gave him the title. And here's the back of that card. Next, I personally spoke to Bobby Shantz at a Phillies game once, and he told me the two hardest guys to strike out were Mickey Mantle and this guy, Roy Sievers. And Roy Sievers was a Rookie of the Year back in 1949. He had quite a bit of power himself. I just love this image on the front here with him leaning over the fence to make that catch. Next up, and this card was only 25 bucks. I thought it was pretty cheap. It's Hall of Famer Bob Lemon of the Cleveland Indians, a great pitcher during his day, card number 255. And here's the back of that. Next up is Junior Jim Gilliam, native of Nashville, Tennessee. And he had a great career. He was a Rookie of the Year as well. And in 1952 and 1955 in the World Series, he hit 295 for that average. And again, the back. Now the big boy pickup for me was a 1955 rookie card of Roberto Clemente. And I was really happy with how centered this card was. Card number 164. Roberto Clemente might be a better humanitarian than he was a baseball player. We lost him way too early. And here's the back of that card. So 1956 and 1955 were my pickups. Now a little bit about corn. Now we're standing in a seed corn field right here, and we're going to wait till these stalks and everything turns completely brown, and it'll be ready for picking, and that'll be sometime probably in September. Now if we were picking sweet corn, this would be ready to go. We want it green. We'd look at this and we'd notice that it's nice and brown and it's ready to pick. This would be a good piece of sweet corn to eat right here. So that's what we're looking for in sweet corn. And there you go, little corn 101 here in Nebraska. Hey everybody, I'm back from checking on the crops, and you know John Mangini, what I like to do after checking on those crops? I like to look at baseball cards. All right, but before I get there, I just wanted to thank everybody who voted for me and who supports my channel for the 2024 All-Star selection. Really appreciate it. Congratulations to the other All-Stars, the coaches, and the two Rookie of the Years, and also to Eric at 4 Leaf Clover for putting this together. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. So thank you very much. Okay, so a few of the things that I did pick up, aside from, well, I did pick up a few wax packs. I think they're 1989, but I picked these up because I believe I've got an interview with a collegiate football All-American, and I hope to open up a pack or two with him, so we'll see. And then also I picked up a handful of these 1987 wax packs. Looks like I picked up, what, 7 of them. It's I'm going to save these for next year in Chicago and give John 3D 80s Kid and Eddie over at Eddie's Cardboard Chaos, along with Joe at 4 Soft Corners, and Dave, Legends of the Dugout. Give them a chance to redeem themselves and not have to chew the gum. I appreciated them putting up with my nonsense. It was a lot of fun. And then also, so I'm going to have a few extra packs, Theo, and what we're going to do is we're going to get over to that Breakers Pavilion and do a break. I think it's going to be fun and funny. So let's do that, Theo. Don't let me forget. And I also wanted to thank Mookie one more time for putting up with the nonsense that BK or Mac Wax Stacks and I came up with. And if you haven't seen that interview with Mookie, go over to Mac Wax Stacks channel and check it out. Now, Mookie, if you think the Card Farmers Bureau of Investigations is done with you, you're wrong. We're going to have some more fun with you yet. Okay, one other thing I picked up in Cleveland, I was always a big Rickey Henderson fan, so I bought a ticket to get an autograph on a jersey of Rickey Henderson. So you'll see that on the number 4 there. It was a pleasure getting to meet him. And there it is again. And the jersey looks like it's Battle of the Bay, so 1989 with the Giants. But again, a real treat to meet Rickey Henderson. Now I know there's a lot of people out there that get autographs through the mail, and I'm sure you penny sleeve it, top load it, and probably put it in a box. But I'm kind of curious from those collectors that do autographs on jerseys and baseballs, what do you guys do to preserve the name so it doesn't fade or bleed into the number? Is there anything specific that you would recommend? I know Jake over at Legends Never Die and Alex from Bowman 53, you guys are big-time collectors of balls. I'm not sure if you guys have jerseys, but if you two have any advice, I'm all ears. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing around, and I'm going to show you that 1955 Roberto Clemente again. Okay, before I get to the Clemente card, I'm going to scoot this out of the way. All right, so again, I want to show you these really quick in case you couldn't see them in the corn very well. But David Pope, he served the United States Army from 1943 to 1946. He's the guy that attempted to catch Dusty Rhodes' home run in the 1954 World Series. And that walk-off home run by Rhodes was... So maybe he didn't make that catch. As the picture would depict, it was... So that home run was off this guy, Hall of Famer Bob Lemon, who has been elected into the Hall of Fame as of 1976. 7-time All-Star, no-hitter on June 30th, 1948. He served the United States Navy, specifically in the Pacific Theater, from 1943 to 1945. And I was really happy with picking that up for $25 or thereabouts. And then we got... Roy Seaver's 5-time All-Star, 1949 Rookie of the Year, as I mentioned in the corn, 2 years in the Army, and should show you the back, I guess. And then Bobby Thompson, 3-time All-Star, Army Air Force from 1942 to 1945. There's the back of that. Trying to go quick because I know I showed these in the corn earlier. And then we've got Junior Jim Gilliam, 1953 Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star, 3-time Negro League All-Star, so 5 All-Stars total, and a 4-time World Series champion. And there's the back of that one. And I should mention, in the coming weeks, I'm going to go out to Staten Island, New York, where Bobby Thompson is from, and do a little more of a bio on him. So that leaves us with the big pickup, and that was, of course, the 1955 Roberto Clemente rookie card in a 3.5. It does have a little bit of a printing mark there. The centering's not too bad. I don't know if Dylan over Double D would approve or not. It is off top to bottom. The top to bottom doesn't bother me as quite as much as maybe side to side. And here's the back of that. One thing that I noted as I looked at a lot of the Roberto Clemente rookie cards, I couldn't tell at first if that was something that had been written there. But as it turns out, that is a print mark, and I don't know if it's on every Roberto Clemente card or or not. I'm going to zoom that in a little bit for you, but I found that mark on nearly every card I looked at. So I just thought that was an interesting note. And so this Roberto Clemente I purchased then from, and I thought I'd just do a quick shout out to these guys. They were wonderful to work with. Indy Card Exchange in Indianapolis, Indiana. There you go. And there's their information. So that's the extent of my pickups, with the Roberto Clemente being the big one. So looks like it's going to be steak and sweet corn tonight, folks. Keep growing your collection, card farmers. Thanks for tuning in.